What's up, guys? Happy Friday and welcome back to Lazy Couch Thoughts. Today I want to talk about the entire Becky Hammon situation and everything that went on with that. So we just dig right in. If you don't know, Greg Popovich got ejected from the game, head coach of the Spurs, right before halftime, right around halftime, around that area. And Becky Hammon actually came in to replace him as the head coach of the Spurs for the rest of the game. In doing so, she becomes the first female acting head coach in NBA history. First, I want to say that's awesome. I was actually a bit advocate for her. As a Pelicans fan, we had a head coaching vacancy, and I really wanted her because everything you ever heard from Popovich, everything you ever heard from everyone else around the league, she's going to be a great head coach one day when she finally gets her chance, whenever the NBA thinks that she's finally ready, that the NBA is ready to have a female head coach, she's going to be the, I almost said the guy, but she's going to be the person for the job. She's going to be awesome. Popovich has been very open about how whenever he's gone and retired, he wants her to take over as the head coach for the Spurs. So in my book, anybody that's good enough for Greg Popovich to say, hey, I want that person to take over, they're good enough for me, right? Popovich is one of the greatest coaches of all time. And if that guy's putting his seal of approval on her, then you know she's legit. A little bit of background on her. She played in the WNBA for about 15 years. She played for a long time, from 1999 to 2014-ish. When she retired in 2014, she became an assistant coach for the Spurs. She was actually their head coach of their G League team for a few years. And then Popovich eventually said, like, no, you come up with me. Like, I want you with me. She's been there for a couple of years. I think 2018-ish is whenever she went full-time on the Spurs as a, assistant coach. And now she's reached a point in her career where she's the guy. When Popovich gets ejected, she's going to be the guy that takes over. I keep saying the guy, she's going to be the person that takes over because she's the best available candidate for the job. And this is great for sports. As you may recall, October, November-ish territory, the MLB actually hired the Marlins hired Kim Ng, and she became the first female general manager in the North American male four major sports. And now we're having the first female head coach in the NBA, one of the biggest leagues in the world. We're making tremendous progress, and it's honestly great for the game. I'll say the same thing that I said about when Kim Ng was hired with the GM. Whenever there's more candidates, there's going to be a higher chance of finding a high-level candidate. So whenever you cut out over 50% of the world's population because of their gender or their sex, then you have less candidates to choose from. But whenever you add in, as we said, the other 50%, then odds are you're more likely to find a suitable candidate. It's basic statistics. Now, whether or not that actually ever comes to fruition doesn't matter, but you're offered more possibilities. There's more potential. Your odds are in a greater favor of finding somebody, right? Instead of choosing through 10 candidates, you now can choose through 20. But it's very exciting. I do have a little bit of beef. The AP wrote something whenever it first happened, and she was the first. I forgot how they worded it, but it was basically a slap in the face. They were like, I don't remember how they worded it. If you're interested, you can go look at my Twitter. It's a humble plug, but I quote tweeted and corrected them and said coach, because they basically didn't say that she was coaching. They were like, yeah, she's doing whatever, leading or something like that. And they worded this big thing about how she's the first female thing and just didn't use the word coach. They used some other word, and that's bull, because if she was a man, they would just say coach, right? And that's kind of part of this. But everything that's going on right now in sports, there's a lot of social justice changes, and a lot of it's a good thing. I'm very excited about all this. I know a lot of people are mad, angry, whatever, stick to sports crowd, blah 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 blah. Forget them. Us growing as a society, us progressing, and us wanting to be better should be applauded. Us after, I don't know, sports doesn't have the prettiest history. There were times where we just didn't let African Americans play sports. There was times where we didn't let Hispanics and people who weren't just white Americans play sports. And now we're getting to the point where we're including all races, all nationalities, all ethnicities, all genders, all sexes. Everybody can be included. And that's what sports are really about. Whenever you walk into a locker room, everybody always says this, that if the world could act as a college football locker room, there'd be no problems, because whenever people are in a locker room, they feel that sense of family, a sense of brotherhood. And we as a nation, and we as a just people in a world, we need to act more like that. We need to act more as if we all see each other as brothers and sisters. We all get along together, and we all go out of our way to help each other when we see that person in need. But that's going to do it today. Happy New Year's. 2020 is over. Hopefully 2021 can be better. Hopefully we can get rid of some of these issues we're having right now and make this year better than the last one. Anyways, see y'all guys on Monday. Y'all have a great weekend. Peace.